I'm just looking at your read. Okay, we are here to do your romance read. I have pulled the cards. I'm doing this in two sections. So the first is the opportunities that are potentially there for you in the area of romance and why. And the second part is for those of you dealing with a person of the past, a twin flame, or a current relationship. And I'll channel the messages of what I see and give any advice where I feel fit. If you want these ahead of the crowd, you can go to our YouTube membership, which we will have these mid-month, and we do have our star signs for the channeled messages monthly also. What I'm seeing here, look, we have had some pretty hectic transits happening. Psychically, what I'm saying, and it's really funny because these cards, although they can look quite negative, I feel it's more to do with you in a positive sense because this is the opportunities that are coming through. I do feel as we do reach mid-month, you're going to actually realize sometimes the tower is actually a healthy thing. It's like it's a revelation. It's you physically having power, you not waiting till the last minute, you addressing things. And I feel you're coming through more assertive, and I feel you're going to be ready to action some areas of your life and address things. And I feel they're going to go actually quite positively. I feel you've learned a lot from the past, and the past has been a lot of upheaval for you. I feel particularly inside your own aura, you're feeling in love in relationships. It has been quite testing, and there has been a lot of pressure almost for you to be the goal, for you to be the problem solver. And I feel you're actually realizing it takes two to tango. So how you're looking at life now in love is, if you're working with me, great. If you're not, well, hey, Sarah, Sarah. And I just get this very, I wouldn't say strict. I don't feel it's strict. I feel it's growing. I feel it's matured. I feel sometimes we can have revelations, and it's not necessarily that it'll come through initially for you guys, that you're looking at life like this. But I feel that over the last 2 years, this is something that you've really alchemized, and I think it's really come at the right time, even if it didn't feel so great at that point in time, if that makes sense. I feel your revelation, especially as we're potentially cycling out old energies of 2022 and beyond. I feel in your love life, looking at life moving forward, there was some traumas that you maybe did some shadow work on over the last few months. And I feel as though you're more ready to go, look, that was the past. It doesn't define me. I know what I will and won't do anymore. I know that I have very much changed. Where do I stand right now, and what are those new opportunities? And I feel it's almost like you've leveled up and you've looked at life, that you do have a sense of commitment. There could also be a situation that you are looking at where people have had dramas in love. But I also feel that you're no longer sitting on the fence. You're trying to clear the deck. You're trying to clear the clouds, and you're coming out of hermit mode. You're resurrecting like the phoenix, and you're realizing that a lot of it is in the head. I do feel you're also giving to yourself more these days, where you're not going to jump in the deep end. You're going to be very selective about what you choose. You also could have heightened psychic energy at this point, and you could be feeling that you know intuitively that maybe somebody is wanting to move towards you, but they're a little bit cautious, and they're like, look, I'm stuck in my head on. And you could be intuitively picking up on that, because I actually don't feel these cards are negative. I feel they're actually very positive. I do feel this flatline energy, almost like as we reach mid-month, you're looking at life more realistically, very whole, very growing. I do feel there's an old opportunity. It's funny because these are opportunities, and that's for all of you. There's an opportunity to have a new beginning. There's an opportunity to resurrect. There's an opportunity to clear the past, to really speak your truth and to be yourself. I also feel if you were stuck and you were thinking one thing, I do feel somebody's going to clarify some information to you this month, and it's going to confirm or clarify something where you've been quite stuck. Also feel that maybe you were needing a little bit of time to unpack life and go, okay, where to from here? And I feel you're giving yourself time. I also feel that you're wanting, it's almost like Black Moon Lilith's coming through. I feel you're accepting the two polarities of yourself, because I'm seeing the 8. And it's something that's, I'm hearing the term, I love you for infinity. Something in you has changed. I think if you were reflecting upon a person of the past that was really, really toxic, you're having a revelation with another person that it's like, hey, I actually love them so much more. I do feel there is, for some of you, there could be somebody at work that is really keen on you. There also could be some alternate opportunities coming towards you of you expressing your direct experience. And this can also be somebody coming through and talking to you through social media. It could be somebody at a coaching course. It's really strange. This is the second time it's come up. But I also feel as you're clearing the decks with this, I'm seeing 3 people. I do see there's 3 roads, 3 opportunities. I do feel there can be a change situation surrounding family and home. But I feel as you're getting your ducks in a row, things actually fall into place. But I do feel there's a lot of shadow work. And also here the term forgiveness. Pardon me, but the forgiveness I feel is towards the things that were out of your control. You're kind of letting that go now. Those of you relating to a person of the past, current relationship, or a twin flame, understanding it takes 2 to tango, and there could be the element of masculine side your own life. You're realizing you have power, but you're also wanting to tame. You're like, look, it takes 2 to tango. I can't do everything. Something particularly may be out of your control. I do feel your sacral chakra is going to be quite active. You can be looking quite saucy this month by mid-month moving through. Some of you also are wanting to change your look. This can be your hair, your makeup, your dress, regardless of male or female. I just feel there is a changed attitude. Also feel you're going to have a bit more energy and spunk about you. I don't know why I'm seeing all of you really looking in at relationships and a direct romantic interest, sort of like listening but not stating anything. I feel because you're testing this person. Okay, so the rumbles that you had and the power moments you had last year, they're really going in the past. But I feel they've served you because they've actually changed the attitude of who you are, so you're going to address love differently. I also feel when you're reflecting upon a previous situation, you're actually realizing it wasn't so fun. But you made it through the woods. That's what they're saying. Okay, whatever this is, there could be this person could be changing their mind all the time. It could create confusion. You also could be very, very strict with your heart at the moment. It's like, I don't, some of you could have been very protective of your heart. I don't want to go into this. This could be with loved ones. This could be with children. It also could be with current relationship or your twin. But I feel it's more to do with you. It's like, okay, it's almost like you held yourself to a benchmark, but not the other person. Now I feel you're coming into some sense of harmony. I also feel you're wanting to change your diet. Okay, I do feel this romantic interest is going through a career change. Okay, what is this? They may have also dealt with somebody of the past that was quite insecure, so their demeanour towards you was a bit... I feel they're quite grounded. I feel they're going to level up, do what they need to do. There could be some insecurities that are coming up. I hear the term you want to, again, how do I explain it? This could be getting that revenge body. It's like, I'm going to get that revenge body. Look, I do feel you're just putting this on the back burner. You're like, I don't know what you're dealing with. Something is quite problematic. It feels like you've got to step back from the painting. It feels like there is a rebirth, this fatigue. I feel the fatigue is going to dissipate. And I feel it's almost like a tower moment is actually going to provide the opportunity moving forward. So please trust the process. I also feel you're going to look to your own emotions and how do I explain it? It's like, what does it mean to be divine? I'm seeing that this person sees you as an emperor or an empress. I see that you're trying to keep that traditional energy, even though sometimes it feels like a burden. It's not we aim to be something for another person, but it's rather to be that for ourselves and to be that ever so consistent light of who we are in our own personal domain. I do feel you guys are changed, and it's okay to change. Some of you could have worries that if you've changed doesn't mean the connection is going to be okay. There could be fears to do with the past. I do say some of you potentially could be, like, due to the past, fretful. I do feel some of you, there's an opportunity for marriage or, you know, deepening the connection. I feel there could be some sense of conflict relating to a child for some. There also could have been people in the past that manipulated this situation and they took great pleasure in it. Okay, what is the outcome of that, please? Somebody who's toxic is getting left out in the cold. I feel some of you are like, look, you'll get your turn. Whoever this is, whoever's been causing dramas, even though you may have some fretful energy, so, and I'm getting 50-50 here. A group of you are going to be so nonchalant, it's ridiculous. It's almost like you've learned a karmic lesson. Some of you are seeing maybe what a person is going through, but you're actually moving beyond the veil and you're like, look, inevitably it will resolve. But I do feel there's some people you're not going to negotiate with and you have a benchmark. I feel this person is going through a bit of shadow work that you're in love with. I feel if you can remain quite neutral, it's going to go in your favor. This person is taking their power back, and I do feel they can achieve it. Some of you are going to have the outcome you desire, but you have to remain in your harmony. I do see you really questioning, okay, is this for me? And especially if this is a very toxic relationship, if you have taken the approach of knowing what your benchmark is, how you want to address it, I feel it's going to be positive. But I really think whatever you have been through before, there in time, but it's going to move quicker. And I do feel these conflicting energies that are creating obstacles and interferences, they're going to be addressed. I will see you during the month. If you want a private booking, you can go to the link below. Otherwise, I'll see you through the month.